VolgaDnepr Airlines is the world's biggest operator of the unique Antonov 124-100 aircraft, which was designed by Antonov Design Bureau. The airline's mission is to represent the Russian cargo aviation in the international and domestic air transportation markets. Pursuant to this mission, we have opted to move towards the development of high-tech air operations in the outside and heavy cargo markets. Today, the airline's name is associated with high-quality services we are offering to this market. Our unparalleled capabilities are based on reliability, safety, and proprietary know-how of the company. Is it possible to carry an industry plant by air, let's say a Coca-Cola production line, or a space launcher rocket, or 50 cars at once? These questions would have caused your distrustful smiles just 10 years ago. Basically, the outsize and heavy air cargo industry emerged following the introduction of Antonov 124-100 aircraft to the market that revolutionized the global air cargo scene. This aircraft enhanced the ideas concerning logistics, development of the world industrial cooperation, and time required to implement major infrastructure projects. It was Antonov 124-100 and its onboard loading systems that became the key elements of industrial logistics. The main share of shipments carried by air falls under the general cargo category. These are palletized, containerized, and bulk shipments. Such cargoes are mostly moved by Boeing B747F and similar aircraft types. The other category is special cargo. Their transportation requires special-purpose technologies, therefore, such loads cannot be carried by standard freighters. These are outside non-standard cargoes weighing up to 50 tons that cannot be loaded into usual freighters. Industrial equipment, wheeled and Caterpillar heavy-duty vehicles, and aerospace products. This cargo also includes super-heavy unique cargoes weighing up to 120 tons, in particular industrial and construction equipment, mining and petrochemical equipment, aerospace products, and heavy-duty trucks, bulldozers, etc. Today, these loads can be accommodated only by Antonov 124-100 aircraft. Development of this niche market in air cargo industry became possible by Antonov 124-100 and its tailor-made airborne equipment. Over the 10 years since VolgaDnepr Airlines started its operations, it has created a new high-tech logistics system that is the air transportation industry catering for the needs of outsize and heavy cargo markets. This system is the only one in this class. VolgaDnepr's high-tech operations are made possible by the following elements: highly skilled personnel, Antonov 124-100 upgrades, development of state-of-the-art loading systems. However, it would be a mistake to believe that Antonov 124-100 is only employed to carry cargoes with non-standard weight or dimensions. Huge cargo hold, unique loading equipment, and ability to operate to unequipped airfields often make it the only option when it comes to relief aid operations and transportation of large consignments to remote areas with underdeveloped ground infrastructure. Basic Antonov 124-100 flight characteristics are as follows: maximum takeoff weight 392 tons, maximum payload 120 tons, cruise speed 850 km per hour, flight range 4,500 km, 120 tons payload, 7,000 km with 80 tons payload, 15,000 km without payload. Cargo hold dimensions: height 4.4 meters, floor width 6.4 meters, length excluding the ramp 36.4 meters, length including the ramp 42.7 meters. The huge cargo hold allows to airlift 87% of all unique cargoes without the need for their dismantling, while partial dismantling makes it possible to accommodate 98 to 99% of all available outside shipments. Antonov 124-100 combines the advantages of the two largest aircraft manufactured by Boeing Corporation and Airbus Industry European Consortium respectively. Cargo capacity of Boeing B747-400F and ability to accommodate outsized cargoes offered by Airbus A300-600ST. Antonov 124-100 exceeds these aircraft both in maximum payload and in the ability to carry one-piece loads weighing up to 120 tons and having dimensions of 6 to 4 to 36 meters. This advantage results from the Antonov 124-100's cargo doors that run across the whole cross-section of the cargo hold from the systems used to lower the height of the cargo floor and the ramp's tilt angle and from the standard and proprietary loading equipment. Standard onboard loading and unloading equipment includes 2 onboard loading cranes and on-the-floor set of loading equipment. Onboard cranes are used to lift up the cargo and load it through the aft cargo door from the ground or from a trailer truck to moving and position the cargo within the cargo hold. Combined capacity of the cranes is up to 30 tons. The widest capabilities for loading of wheeled vehicles and super heavy cargoes are offered by front cargo door. The unique system, ensuring full access to the cargo hold, combined with ability to lower the ramp's tilt angle and with additional loading equipment, allows to handle any vehicles, non-standard and outsized unique cargoes. Self-propelled wheeled and caterpillar equipment is loaded through the front cargo door, and offloading is handled through the front and aft cargo doors. For unique cargoes weighing up to 120 to 150 tons to be loaded onto the Antonov 122-100, special loading equipment is in place. Using this set of equipment, VolgaDnepr airlifts super heavy and outsized cargoes, such as a 90-ton chemical reactor taken from Venice to Omsk, a 130-ton unit for the repair of offshore oil rigs moved from Amsterdam to Perth, Australia, and a 95-ton compressor carried from Zurich to Shanghai. A proprietary 2-tire rack system that can accommodate up to 55 vehicles at a time is efficiently used for transportation of cars and jeeps. Vehicles go into the aircraft by themselves and do not require special preparation. In May 1993, 2 Antonov 124-100s equipped with such systems airlifted from Ankara to Delhi and subsequently from Bombay to Perth 107 cars of more than 40 types that participated in London-Sydney Rally. Cargo door ramps can be positioned to provide access for trailer trucks to the operating area of the onboard crane. Having established 28 world records, Antonov Design Bureau highly showed the unique performance of Antonov 124 aircraft. In 1985, an aircrew headed by Mr. Vladimir Terskoy uplifted a 171-ton load, reaching an altitude of 10,750 meters. In May 1987, the same crew on Antonov 1924 aircraft operated a flight on the Moscow, Central Asia, Sakhalin, Chukotka, Murmansk, Black Sea, Moscow route, covering a distance of 20,151 kilometers in just 25.5 hours non-stop. In October 1990, a crew headed by Mr. Lev Kozlov performed a flight around the globe via the North and South Poles, posting a record for cruise speed equal to 690 km per hour. For the preparation of cargo placement charts and load and balance sheets, VolgaDnepr has developed a load planning computer program. After initial data is input into the system, specifying the quantity, weight and dimensions of the cargo, and the required fuel uplift, the program comes up with the optimum cargo placement chart and recommends the best loading technique. At first, delivery of non-standard cargoes by air was an option used only for time-sensitive shipments in extraordinary situations. However, over the time, the air option became opted for much more often. At present, all VolgaDnepr's operations involving unique cargoes can be divided into 3 primary groups: special ad hoc charters, series of charter flights to move a number of loads under a single order when several flights are called for, and logistic programs, a large number of flights to be performed under a single order. These may involve dozens of flights and dozens of thousand tons of cargo. The logistics programs performed by VolgaDnepr include the following. The British Petroleum contract. It was the world's first mass transportation of super heavy and outsized loads by air. Within 1 year, 125 flights were operated to move over 10,000 tons of oil extracting and oil processing equipment from Barranquilla to El Yopal, Colombia. The Boeing contract. This program covered 45 flights to airlift aircraft engines and assemblies weighing 1,300 tons in total. In 1993-1994, VolgaDnepr airlifted heavy-duty trucks and machinery for Yakut-Almaz production group from Vladivostok to Polarny with total weight exceeding 3,200 tons. Under a contract with Lockheed Martin Aerospace, VolgaDnepr Airlines implemented a flight program to carry satellites to various space launch centers of the world. Overall, 35 flights were operated and 1,560 tons of airspace cargoes were transported. Each year, the airline is very actively involved in the UN relief aid missions and other charity and humanitarian operations. From the year 1992 to the year 2000, more than 300 flights have been performed and about 30,000 tons carried. VolgaDnepr Airlines was set up in 1990 and is currently the largest Antonov 124-100 operator. The strategy, aimed to make the best of the VolgaDnepr's competitive advantages, allowed the company to become the leader in the air cargo market. Throughout the 10 years of its operations, the airline performed 3,100 flights with 1,800 flights involving special and unique payloads. Total amount of cargo transported is 232,000 tons. VolgaDnepr Airlines holds traffic rights to operate all over the world. VolgaDnepr Airlines is a Russian air carrier that has the world's largest Antonov 124-100 Ruslan cargo aircraft fleet, supports worldwide operations and provides aircraft maintenance, holds traffic rights for worldwide operations, means high speed, quality and reliability. Be happy flying with us!